It's your girl T here, back with the Tea Time Tuesday video. I know y'all are having a beautiful, blessed day because we're tea timers. It's just what we do. Our affirmation of the day is, I am in charge. We are in charge. We're in charge of our reality, so we do what we need to do because we're in charge. I wanted to do a quick video just to clear up some of the myths of manifestation, and this just came to me. So when I do videos, I don't force the videos. If I feel inspired to do one, I will, and that includes Tuesdays. So sometimes you won't even see it till later because I don't feel inspired until later on in the day. So just to get that out there. I had this thought today, like when I was first starting my conscious manifestation journey, I would hear all types of information from all types of people. Some of the information would cancel each other out, and I was like, which one works and which one doesn't? I'm going to start by saying you need to try out manifestation for yourself. You need to do a technique, see if it works for you, or pick whichever advice that you're receiving and use it and try it. A lot of times I see people asking questions based on the perception of what other people say is true. If you're the creator of your own reality and you're the boss, then you have to do boss moves, which means trying out different techniques, seeing what works for you or lack thereof a technique, and then reporting what happens after. You don't need to ask other people what is best for you because you know what's best for you. Like, I don't know if you visualize all day for the negative. I don't know if you affirm something once and it happens. I don't know what's going on in your mind. Only you do. So you pick what's best for you, and then you come back and figure out which one works and which one doesn't, and what you're going to do moving forward. The first myth I want to clear up is, well, not myth so much, but people will ask, is it okay that I no longer want my SP? I want someone better. Of course it is. When you are first with your SP, you're probably attracting them because you're at the same energy level as them. And although you can go to another reality or jump into a new reality where they show up for you the same way they did at the beginning, not at the end, you don't have to. You can decide you want a whole new SP who comes in factory ready. Like, they come in the way you want them to right away. You don't have to reimagine them in a different way. You just want to jump straight into a new SP. That's totally up to you. But there's a twofold to this. Are you trying to get a new SP because you've given up on the old one and you think it's impossible to manifest them? Or are you just really in this new fresh energy where you want to start again and you want to do it with somebody else? Decide that for yourself and then go forward from there as follows. If you do want a totally new SP and it's not based on the belief that you can't have your old one, then go forward and get a new SP. It's the same procedure. You start being creative and fun. You start deciding what your new SP is going to be like, and then you either affirm for it, declare it, decide that that's the person that's showing up for you, and just say, I am love. I am healthy, whole, and complete. All my relationships are healthy, whole, and complete, and jump off from there. Keep going. Every time you think of a new SP, affirm it in your mind, or visualize what they're going to be like, or visualize an end scene where they're giving you flowers. Whatever the case, do it from there. When you jump into a new frequency, I'm just blending topics here. When you jump into a new frequency, will you start seeing things in a different way? Like, will books start being different to you that you might have read before? 100%. Will you start listening to different things on whatever music platform you do? 100%. Will you start being attracted to different habits or different likes than you used to? Will you start seeing that anything's possible and things you declared as impossible before will become possible? Like, when I first started manifesting, I was like, I'm not a visualizer. Visualizing so impossible for me. And now I can visualize like that. Practice makes perfect, kids. So when we are dropping our limited thinking, a lot of things that we thought were impossible for us were just part of our self-concept that we had limitations. And when that starts dropping off, we're going to start doing things that we never thought we could do before. I'm halfway through learning Spanish. I've always wanted to do that, but now that I have a heightened self-concept where I know anything's possible, I have actively started using apps to learn Spanish, practicing with people. And guess what? More Spanish people are coming into my reality and practicing with me in my everyday what's the word I'm looking for? In my everyday interactions. What you focus on will start showing. Where your attention goes and your energy flows, it grows. So if I'm focused on Spanish, I'm going to see more people who speak Spanish and I'm going to interact with them more. It's just the way it goes. My other thought process is, how many videos or how many questions are you going to outsource to other people before you believe that manifestation's real and it's possible for you and it does work in your favor? Asking questions is one thing, but repeating the same scenario over and over on different platforms with different coaches, asking the same thing, will it work what if this happens? What if that happens? How many times are you going to get the same confirmation before you realize that you are able to revise situations? You are able to jump into new timelines. You are able to reimagine your reality to look a certain way that it doesn't look right now, that your 3D is temporary and it will flush itself out. You gotta start practicing what you're learning. If I go to school for 12 years to graduate out of elementary and high school, but I don't use any of the stuff that I learned in high school, I act like I'm a newborn baby, is it going to work out for me? Is anything I learn going to help me? Of course not. You have to retain the information you're listening to and then use it. Use it or you lose it, as they say. There was one more belief that I was going to cut through, but essentially the point of this video is to remind you, you are possible, or anything is possible to you. You are limitless. So don't allow any coach on YouTube, any outsource to tell you that things are not possible. They are all possible. The only thing that makes something impossible is you. What you believe in, what you subscribe to, what you're constantly telling yourself, what you're constantly focusing on. If you are telling yourself that something's impossible, you've manifested that. If you're telling yourself you have to see signs before you can manifest, you've manifested that. If you say there's a delay in your 3D before something pops, you manifested that. If you tell yourself that you can have whatever you want when you want and it comes quicker than anything, you manifested that. Nothing has meaning until you assign it meaning. Everything you see around you is assigned meaning by people outside of us, by a society that has deemed this is what time is, this is how long things take, this is what this means. I could dissect any single word down to its core root meaning and be like, why does it mean that? Because it's perception. I see red a certain way, you see red a certain way. It's like that drawing that was going around. I think it was like a blue dress. Do you see blue or green? Everything is perception. So start perceiving that anything's possible for you today and you can break through glass ceilings because you are limitless. And once you start believing in yourself that much that anything's possible for you, you will see the world around you shift in your favor. I love y'all, but not as much as you should be loving yourselves. Have a beautiful, blessed, what day is it? Wednesday. Bye.